What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Comics, Coffee, and Weirdos. It's DC Tuesday here on 2nd Street, and today we are going to be talking about some DC comic books. But let me know down in the comments how you're doing. I hope you're all doing well today. I want to say what's up to all you viewers, all the Myrtle Maniacs, everybody out there in YouTube land. Thank you guys so much for tuning in here today to watch me flap my gums about comic books, and just for a little while. It's not going to be a long show, just a nice little afternoon here. Went to my local comic book shop this morning and helped them get all the books for new comic book day all bagged and boarded, and it was good, man. It's always fun getting in there to do that. It's kind of like the hype, you know what I mean? Kind of like, it's almost like, it's akin to like when you're sitting there at home and then, like all of a sudden, like Kevin Feige goes out there and drops a new WandaVision trailer on you out of nowhere. You gotta love it, right? You gotta love it. Well, that's kind of what like going in for and getting everything bagged and boarded for new comic book day is like. It's like, everything, it's like, oh, I gotta see, you see all the covers, you see all the books, and you're like all excited, like, woohoo! It's kind of like the build up, you know what I mean? It's like, dare I say that it's kind of like, it's kind of like that, you know what I'm talking about, the play of four, you sit there and you work up to it, you kind of, you go through the books, you're sitting there, get done counting, you start bagging them and boarding them, getting all warmed up, ready to start looking at them all through that nice little bag and board, and I'm just saying, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I hope you're all having a good day. Let's see who all we've got here in the live chat. We got Lord Vito, my man, how are you doing, my brother? I hope all is well. Reefer Man Reviews, my man Wayne, how are you doing? Yova Rhodes, thank you so much for being here. What is up? Let's see, who else we got in here? We also got Lemon Pie, yes. Comic chat time, hello, yes. That is what we are here for. And the first thing I want to talk about today, guys, is I think it's every other week, DC has been doing these digital comics for these tie-ins for DCeased. It's called DCeased Hope at World's End. It's these little tie-ins to Tom Taylor's DCeased series. And I've got to tell you, they've been really good. Now, the first couple, God, was like the first issue, maybe 2 issues, maybe it was just the 1 issue came out, dude, honestly, it might have just been since all that started back up. The DCeased series started again, 7 new issues getting ready to come in for the regular series, the second part of the series, but then they also started doing these digital ones as well, called DCeased Hope at World's End, and issue number 10 just released this week. If you haven't read it, you need to go out and read it, but let me know down in the comments below if you have gone out there and read DCeased Hope at World's End, issue number 10. I got a chance to read it this morning, and if you haven't been reading it, go check it out on the DC app. You can even buy it on Comixology. It's only 99 cents. So for the value and everything it's adding to the story overall, it's a really good value. Plus, it gets a boomer like me into reading digital comic books, because isn't that what it's all about, folks? Digital comic books, right? Let's hear it for all the digital comic books out there in the world. All the creators out there who don't put out physical copies and just put out digitals, people who read digital comics. Let's hear it for all of you right now down in the comments. But let's hear it. Do you like reading digital comics? Do you? I don't. It sucks. I'd rather have physical comics, but it does kind of get me into that where I get into, buying and reading some digital comics, and that's a good thing, I suppose. I mean, I guess, especially with these ones right here, because they have really been tying in, and I've been enjoying what they're doing with the series and what they're adding to the series overall. Just really, really good stuff. Oh man, let's see if let's see, Lord of the says, I do. Okay, nice. Yeah, they're really good. And like I said, I don't really, y'all know me. I'm boomer status, man. I'm not really all about that. Not really all about that digital comic life. But hey, it's been getting me by. Now, the one thing I do want to say about this issue of DCeased Hope at World's End, and I gotta say, it was kind of there in the. It was kind of there in issue number 3 of DCeased also, where I'm sitting there thinking, like, maybe they had some of this done pre-COVID. Dang, I should probably watch saying that. Maybe they had some of this done pre-pandemic, Is that a little bit better? Am I gonna get flagged for that? And then the rest of it has been coming out since then, because it seems like in issue number 3 of DCeased, there was just some of the things that Tom Taylor wrote in there. I'm like, I knew it was coming. I knew it's coming. You know what I mean? For one, it's Tom Taylor. Two, the story overall, what it's been telling and everything, it kind of seemed a little bit obvious. But then, I mean, the days we're living in, 2020, the kind of year it's been, you knew at some point they were going to have to fire up the signal, right? Especially Tom Taylor had to fire up the signal, had to fire up that virtue signal, right? Issue number 3 of DCeased had this thing where they went in there where all the rich men of the world had their own bunker where they were sitting there watching the world burn because they had the money and they had the And I thought it was so funny because, it's one of those things, like a lot of this stuff that was playing into the story really kind of matched a lot of what was going on right now in the world with, the pandemic and everything. I'm going, okay, a little bit on the nose there, are we not, Tom? Are we not? I almost called him Tom King. Tom Taylor, a little bit on the nose there, brah. Just a little bit. Hey, he slapped a little bit of mustard on it. He didn't cake it with it. I'll give him that. But there was enough there where, it kind of like, it pulled me out of the story a little bit. Yeah. Well, this issue of DCeased Hope at World's End, issue number 10, this one is telling some of the story between the DCeased main storyline and what's going on now in the second storyline of DCeased in the current one that's happening right now. So we see that Damian Wayne and John, isn't it right? John Kent are they're still young. The Super Sons are there, and some of the things that are going on in this particular issue. It seems like there's really a lot of talk about, in reference to, okay, in case you don't know what's going on with this techno-organic virus that kind of is going around and killing everybody in the DCeased storyline, is it basically spreads through your cell phone, right? It all spreads through your cell phone because what happens is there is this techno-organic virus that gets downloaded onto your phone, and you see it, and it turns you into the zombie, and you're right? Well, of course, in this issue, they had their little island where they were taking all the refugees of the world to before they decided to leave Earth and go to Earth 2, make a new Earth, right? So they're sitting there gathering everybody up on this little island. They're transporting them there and everything to this little island with poison ivy, making these little rafts that just, whatever. We see all the bad guys and the good guys coming together to help save these people. Well, here in this issue of DCeased Hope at World's End, we see a guy getting onto the ship to get over there, getting ready to get shipped over there. And what's he doing? He's got his cell phone out, and he's sitting there watching, looking at stuff on it. And some lady starts yelling at him. She starts yelling at him about having his cell phone because that's how it spreads. That's how this anti-life equation spreads, is by your phone, and you shouldn't have it. And he says, "Well, look, lady, it's disconnected. I don't have it hooked up. It hasn't downloaded anything." And she's like, "I don't care. That's not how this works, pal. The reason that we're getting on this ship and being shipped to this island and getting ready to get off of this earth is because people have their cell phones, and we need to get rid of them, and we're taking every measure we can to make sure that nothing is going to hurt us and affect us on this island. You need to put that cell phone away." And they're at each other's throats, and they had to intervene. The Super Sons did, right? Of course they had to. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, ooh, Trinity sounds a little bit intense, but we know what it's all about, Tom Taylor. We know, especially after reading DCeased. Yeah. Oh, man, especially after reading that last issue of DCeased, issue number 3, man. I'm telling you. I mean, Tom Taylor went out there and turned on the signal, man. It's shining bright. Oh, man, how funny it is. I was laughing. I honestly was. Because that's what everything is, right? Isn't that what 2020 is all about? 2020. I mean, not only are the signals going bright and going strong to make sure everybody out there in the world hears them. Not only that, not only that, but that's what it comes down to in this election year, is it not? The great divide between having your cell phone and wearing a mask and not wearing a mask. That's what it's all about, right? So of course, naturally, it had to seep its way here into DCeased, and that's okay. I'm okay with that because you know what? Like the story that Tom Taylor has been telling has really kind of really been reflective of the world that we're living in now. Anyway, it's really telling a great metaphor for all this stuff that's going on, and I really do enjoy it. I just thought it was funny seeing all of these things in this book. I'm like, because everybody out there always talking about my politics and comic books. Now, even most of those people who are screaming that, most of those people, if you listen long enough, it's not just about having politics and comic books. Everybody knows that you're kind of persuaded a little bit by the politics. The writer is in their writing. Everybody knows that. It's about the way that it's done. I think Tom Taylor is actually pretty good about it. But here, I mean, I knew at some point it was going to come to that where he's going to have to fly the flag high. He's going to have to really fire up that signal. And he did it here. I'm sure that's really all the more it's going to be. And hey, you know what? There's nothing wrong with that because it's Tom Taylor and we kind of know what this whole story has been telling in the first place. I don't mind it. But you guys know where I stand on all of that stuff in the first place. But I really enjoyed this series overall. And this, again, this issue of DCeased Hope at World's End really does just add that extra little bit onto the top of this cherry pie that is DC's DCeased. What is the name of the new one? Why am I thinking it's A Good Day to Die? But A Good Day to Die was that was Unkillables. It was Unkillables. A Good Day to Die was the one single. Man, you got me. You know what I'm talking about though. But it's been very good. Like I said, we knew Tom Taylor was going to do it eventually, but I've really enjoyed it. And guys, I've been getting into a little bit more DC stuff here. So hey, man, I'm just enjoying it, man. I'm enjoying the ride. But let's see what else we got. Lord Vito says, I only get physical copies if I really like it. I can agree. I understand that, Lord Vito, and that's the thing is like some people, like I believe my favorite Porter, Mike Porter, even said that he don't have room to store all that shit. He just wants to have the books so he can read them. So digital, having them on his iPad is good enough, right? Plus, he's a married man. He's a married man, so it's not like he has to whip out his comic book collection every time a chick comes over that he's trying to court and say, take a look at my big comic collection. You know what I mean? He just whips out his iPad and reads, and says, hey, look at all this extra room I have in my house. Yes, but I hear you. Now, the only problem I have with that, Vito, is because the digital books cost as much as the physical copies. And me, I feel like if I'm paying $4 for a book, man, I'm getting my physical copy. I don't care how much room it takes up in this house. Boo to digital, but I do read them. I do read digital too. Yeah. Read for. Hey, I'm there with you, man. Hey, I'm a boomer. Hey. Me and Wayne, we brothers from another mother. Look at it. Hey, look, we got you. We're there. I don't like how they just healed Superboy. DCeased is still fire. Don't like how they healed Superboy. What do you mean? Like, I don't understand what you mean there. Well, like, as far as, like, I wonder what you mean there, when you're talking about that, how they healed him, like, in, like, the series, or for the series, or, like, I don't know. Because, I mean, obviously it's an otherworld kind of scenario here that we're talking about, but, yeah. Pinjecture, my man. What is up? Adam says, Shave Watch 2020. Probably by November. In November, when all those dudes come out with the fake masculinity, fake masculinity month. That's probably when I'll shave it. Shave it during fake masculinity month. Got a little twitching in my arm. Lord Beto is flexing. Yeah. Got the medical hearts, yeah. That's funny. Oh man. Oh, and Landon TLB joined. What is up, my man? I hope all is well with you. Now, guys, the next book that we have, the next DC book that I picked up this week is really the only DC book. Is this one right here? Dark Knight's Death Metal, Speed Metal. This is a one-shot book being tied into the Dark Knight's Death Metal series. This book was really good. It's being written. God, who is it that wrote this book this week? Let's see here. Joshua Williamson is the writer. Eddie Barrows is the penciler. Eber Ferreira is the inker. Adriano Lucas is the colorist, and Steve Wands is the letterer. I'll show you those names right there. Check those out and see if you can even see those. So yeah, I got into this book. I got caught up with the Dark Knight's Death Metal. I haven't been reading any of like the other little tie-ins to it. Like, I think really what's been tying into it mostly is Justice League Dark. I haven't been reading that, but been reading the main Death Metal series. And then, you know what? I gave in. I've been starting to, you know what? I might have to go out there and buy that expensive copy. The one that came out, a couple months ago. But I just got caught up on all of these series. I got caught up on Trinity Crisis. I just got done reading Speed Metal here as well. Oh man, you know what? Just a second here. There we go. I just got done reading Speed Metal here, and I gotta say, the Dark Knight's Death Metal Speed Metal. This was actually a pretty good book. Joshua Williamson did a pretty good job here writing this book. What we see here in the series, as in case you guys have missed it and haven't read everything up to this point, what happened was the Flashes are trying to outrun. Basically, what happened was, they killed the Batman who laughs, but he basically turned into the Dark Speed Force thing, basically. And he's giving chase to get a hold of, I believe, is it Wally or Barry? One of the Flashes. So he's chasing him down to get the Speed Force. So because with this, he's by the time he gets the Speed Force, he's going to be stronger than Perpetua, who's kind of like the strongest being in the world, and just like all this stuff. They're trying to take it over, and they're trying to destroy it, and they're trying to make it into what they want. Well, all he has to do is get a hold of this Speed Force, and he will be stronger than Perpetua even. So, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, like, he's already there. So they're sitting there trying to outrun him, and trying to, they're coming to the point where, like, we can't keep outrunning him. We've got to come up with a new strategy. And that's kind of what we're seeing here, is that new strategy here in Speed Metal, where they all the Flashes come together. They end up stopping. They take a minute to kind of gather themselves and fight back. And they do that by getting lost in the Speed Force. When they get lost in the Speed Force, they all kind of get together. All these Flashes get together, and they come up with this plan to defeat basically the Dark Dead Batman who laughs. I won't confess to know all about this stuff, but that's what we see going on in this issue. They find a way, and they come up with a plan to battle back, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Now that I'm kind of reading just the regular Death Metal issues, I was kind of like, I'm a little lost here. This is kind of cool, but like these add-ins, and that's why I'm wanting to go. What is it, the Multiverse's End, or whatever that other one was that came out? I want to go back and check it out and reread it. If they don't have the expensive copy at my LCS, I'll just buy it digital online. But Trinity Crisis and Speed Metal here really have helped expand that story and helped me give a little bit more of a kind of understanding of what's going on in this series overall. Kind of interesting, and I guess it's kind of giving me a little bit of insight as to a little bit more about what has kind of gone on in the past and how it's going to affect the future timelines, because they were talking about how Death Metal is going to kind of have an impact and an implication on DC moving forward somewhat. I'm guessing like I like main continuity stuff. I won't confess to know a whole lot about that, but I could see where after reading Speed Metal, where some of that would come into play here. If that's true at all. Like I said, I won't confess to know about it. But anyway, guys, that's all I have for the DC books that I picked up this week, man. I'd like to hear you guys' thoughts. If you got a chance to read DCeased, Hope at World's End, if you got a chance to read Dark Knight's Death Metal, Speed Metal yet, let me know down in the comments below what all your thoughts are, and then we'll get into a little bit more conversation here. Not going to be a super long stream today. Just wanted to get on here and touch base with you all here on DC Tuesday, talk a little bit about some DC comic books, since I am a DC channel now, right? Let's not forget that next week, I believe we're getting Batman issue number... Is Batman issue 100 coming out next week? I don't think it is. I think 100 is the week after that. I think next week we're getting Batman 3 Jokers issue number 2, and we're also going to be getting oh man, why did I just forget about the other one coming out next week? 3 Jokers. Oh, Batman the Joker War. I believe that's the other one comes out next month. Let me go ahead and double check that on here. I know how I had this stuff all okay, where are we at here? Yeah. Next week, yeah, is the Batman, the Joker Warzone issue number 1. And I think that's just a one-shot. And I'm not even really sure how that ties into the Joker War storyline going on right now. Does anybody else have any ideas how that is going? I don't know. But yeah, then next week we've also got the Batman 3 Jokers coming out. And I want to say, I thought there was an... Okay, yeah. Then next week is Dark Knight's Death Metal Multiverse's End is the other one coming out next week. So looks like I'll have... for me, a fairly big week of some DC books to read. So, hey, I guess some of you probably looking forward to that, right? Some of you probably looking forward to that. But anyway, guys, let's go ahead and get here into the live chat, see what you guys are saying about these. Again, if you've read any of these books yet, let me know down in the comments below. Let me know, are you anticipating that? I know I am, but that Batman 3 Jokers, that Jeff Johns, Jason Fabok book, dude, I'm telling you, who is it? Brad Anderson on the colors, I think. I could be wrong. I'm telling you, I'm looking forward to that. That was a good one. That was a good book. So I'm very much looking forward to reading that book next week. Let's see. Lord Vito says, as long as I can pull up my digital copy anytime I want, then I'll pay for it. If it sucks like the one the one hard drive, then definitely no. Yeah, right. Yeah, I hear you. Keely Chow, thank you so much for being here. I hope all is well with you. Lord Vito says, I spent around $2,000 on movies and games on my Xbox Live account over 6 years. I just love the fact that I can log into anybody's Xbox and pull up all my movies and games. Yeah. That's what. Yeah, I was saying, there's nothing wrong with like the whole digital thing. Like, I get it. Hey, I'm not against it. Just it's hard giving in when I love my physical media, whether that's movies, comic books, things like that, CDs. I love to have physical copies of them. I'm just used to it. Just so used to it. LCS run tomorrow. Nice. All right, Mark Hamilton. All right. Yeah, for sure. And yeah, I'll probably be we'll be talking about some more comic books tomorrow as well. But I hope you're all doing well today, Mark Hamilton. Both of them was chasing, I think, the Batman Who Laughs wants to remake the universe in his image. Yeah. He wants to remake it, and I know like it has something to do with Perpetua too, because they got to defeat both of them. It was very interesting, like over the past couple of issues as well. Hearing like one of the things I noticed was it had to have been in Death Metal issue number 3 that was once again repeated in Trinity Crisis, is when Wonder Woman was talking to everybody and giving them their basically their battle plan and giving their assignments, things that they were supposed to go do, their missions. And then we get into Trinity Crisis and we kind of see that scene all like a lot of that, like we see that scene continue on, and then like Superman is there, and he basically repeats everything that Wonder Woman said in the previous issue. I was just kind of I don't know. I guess it's one of those things that kind of helps fill readers in case maybe they're not reading all these books. Maybe helps fill them in, or maybe just remind them about some of the stuff that was happening. But yeah, just some of those kind of things, they kind of irk me because I'm like, well, like you're either reading it all or you're not. But I guess I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Mark Hamilton says playing Marvel Strike Force, listening to Trent on the comics. All right, nice. Well, thank you, Mark. I appreciate that. Mike Porter, my favorite Porter, is back. He says, "Hey everyone, I'm back from dinner to see my favorite Trinity is streaming." Yes. Yeah, I just started. I probably started right about the time you started eating dinner, Mike. Probably started. Yeah, it was right about what did that have been about? A little. I don't know. It was about 7:20 your time. Because what have I been going here for? About a half hour. Been going about a half hour? Yeah, about a half hour. About a half hour. But thank you so much for being here, Mike Porter, my favorite Porter. And by the way, Mike Porter, I am almost through that Detective Comics 1027, so we'll be talking about that very soon as well. Be doing a review on that. It's been pretty good so far. It's like a little anthology series, like a whole bunch of little mini series tossed into this one book. It's been pretty good. Yeah, DC Tuesday, baby. Yes, and Landon, I hope you're doing well, man. I hope all is going well with you, after, man. I hope you're doing good, man. I hope all is good. Guys, have y'all heard that Supergirl is canceled? I have not heard that. I don't really watch TV shows though. I don't watch TV shows, so yeah. I'm now Muzak Rex. What? What happened? Music Reactor. Oh, okay, yeah, I seen that. Yeah, Music Reactor. I seen that. I watched her video yesterday. Magoo Fitzfarter. DC rocks the socks off comics. Yes, the Flash is the greatest super ever, hands down. I like the Flash. I haven't read any of Flash, but I don't mind the Flash. I do know. Oh no, that's just, yeah. I was gonna say I know. Yeah, Flash is big in the comics, man. I'm not really. Like I said, I don't really read a whole lot. Just kind of really getting more. In case you can't tell by the name of the channel, I'm a little bit more of a Marvel guy. I am. I'll admit it. But in the comic books, hey, we're you know what, we've changed to DC, baby. That's right, man. That's right. Damn it. We're sticking our stamp in the ground. We're sticking our flag in the ground here in this DC landscape or Marvel landscape, or you know what I'm talking about. We're doing that. We're doing that. Mark Hamilton says Jeff Johns in the green room with the flashlight. Yes. Oh, dang, man. Fire. Woo. Man, that's rough. I think Supergirl has run its course. Okay. Yeah, my mother flipping Porter. RC Scott, what is up, my brother? He says, yeah, I'm late. Stupid Hulu customer service. Oh, man. What happened to Hulu? What happened to Hulu, man? Nathan ButGame, my man, how are you doing? I hope all is well with you. I'm doing okay, business been picking up, been staying busy with the whole lot, so yeah, I hope all is good with you, my brother. I hope all is good, man. Mike Porter says Supergirl will end after their 6th season. Deadline reporting. Ooh. Okay, yeah, deadline reporting. You know it's true. You know that's got to be true then. Magoo Fitzfarter says, I love DC the best. Yeah, DC's good. Yeah, they're not bad at all. Like I said, just getting into reading more of the comic books here lately. And yeah, and like the DC movies, like I grew up watching great DC movies. I grew up with Christopher Reeve's Superman. I grew up with Adam West Batman. I grew up with Michael Keaton Batman. I grew up with great DC movies, and that's something I want to see again. I want to see them continue what they're doing, and it seems like every day they're kind of putting out something a little bit new, a little bit more out there to bring us just a little bit more yumminess for the DCEU. And today we got a little bit more. My man Josh over the Den of Nerds was talking a little bit about all these rumors going around with all these people being rumored to come in and everything. And hey, man, I'm all about it. Possibly Chris O'Donnell as well. I mean, hey, if you've never dried your clothes with the power of Kung Fu, well, hey, you're just letting the best things in life pass you by. But hearing all those things, it kind of excites me. Like, I don't mind seeing all that stuff. And like, because a lot of people are talking about this kind of stuff. I'm like, I don't think in a movie like that, they're going to be like, throw in a whole bunch of stuff. Like, we're going to see everything. Like, it's probably going to be like little flashes here and there, cameos, like nothing really big. But I'm excited for that. Like, I like that. Like, for me, even liking all the DC or all the Marvel stuff, I still want DC to do good too, because if DC does good, Marvel does good. If Marvel does good, DC does good. Like it's like it all pays it forward. It's like something I was heard something else in a video earlier today say, but that's true though. That's true. Like the more there is, the better. Like if DC is putting out good films, if Marvel is putting out good films, that makes somebody like when they come out with a Bloodshot have to put out and want to do a good film. Everybody in these fandoms should want them all to do good because that's what it's all about. Is us ultimately getting good movies, and that only happens if other people around them are succeeding. If everybody is failing, nobody's doing good. Nobody's doing good. But yeah. When is the next Bill and Ted comic coming out? Issue number 2. I believe that should be in about 2 or 3 weeks, Mike. Should be in a few more weeks. Yeah. Marvel Monday, DC Tuesday. Yes. Well, if you do DC every Tuesday, I'll be here for sure. All right, Magoo Fitzfarter. Yeah, I'll do. I'm doing my best. Like I said, new to shilling for DC, man. But I plan on doing more DC Tuesdays here, for sure. Because the new comic books come out on Tuesdays and all that stuff. So yeah, absolutely. Doing okay, good stuff. Brother, glad business is picking up. It's been crazy. Yeah, it has been, man. It has been. RC Scott says, they charged me when I was offered a complimentary free trial. When straight man carried on. Whoa, RC Scott. You can't say that. Karen is a racist term, damn it. I know because I watched LB's video about it. Did you guys watch LB's video yesterday? Oh my god. Oh dude, that was funny. That was hilarious. That lady in there talking about Karen is like the N-word. Like, what are you talking about, lady? What are you high on? Dang, Supergirl been here since 2016. Jeez, man, that's quite a while. Now, the one thing that I don't watch Supergirl, but the one thing I do like about it is that it keeps it keeps Jessie. You guys know Jessie, right? From American Ninja Warrior. It keeps her employed. She's a badass. Jessie Graff. Love Jessie Graff. She's a badass. And she's pretty kind on the eyes, too. I like Jessie Graff. Flash on CW been 8 years. Dang, man, that's a while, man. Amen, brother. Yeah, the good old days, man. Oh, I know, man. It was too, man. I'm telling you, Christopher Reeve's Superman was just the best. It was the best. RC Scott says, yeah, right. Trinity's old ass grew up with Richard Lowry's Batman. Pew pew, all the pointy ears and everything, the super pointy ears. Oh man, Adam West, Michael Keaton, and Lego Batman are my favorites. Me too, man. Me too. Lego Batman being the best on screen, big screen Batman that we've had, absolutely. Kevin Conroy is my Batman. Yeah. Nick Cage, emo Superman, count me in, absolutely. Yes. If they do that, the whole Nick Cage thing, that's great. You know what? Like, Nick Cage is one of those dudes that out there, he's like, dude, I don't give an F. He just does movies. He just wants work. He likes doing work. Like, it's like almost like he don't care. And like, the fact that he's like that almost makes me not care, even though I kind of do. I kind of sit there like, oh, Nick Cage, what are you doing, man? Even though I'm kind of like, do what you do, Nick Cage. It's almost like he's always done that. It's just that he hit some point where he was getting some really great movies, and then he hit a point like, hey, man, he's probably just like, dude, I'm just doing the same thing I've always done throughout my whole career, dude. I just do movies. Like, I don't discriminate. Oh, yeah. Hope that Flashpoint fixes everything. Yeah, absolutely. Today was the last day of summer. Yeah, we're there, man. Karen's coming all sizes and shapes. Oh, yeah, Karen Conroy is a good one. Yeah. Walmart Karen. Yeah, dude, that was hilarious. Fenrir Fire, thank you so much for being here. Landon TLB says, Trinity, when the holidays come in December, I want you to dress up as Santa and act like a DC fanboy from the streets. That's funny. Fanjextra says, you look like Ms. Marvel in your thumbnail with a giant hand. Oh, yeah. Like that, kind of? Like, yeah. Yeah. That's funny. Hey, did you see the fake hair that I drew on myself? Because that picture was old, and I put fake hair on it instead of like the hair. I could just take a picture now with my bald head. My bald head. I know, that's what, like, people right now, people are just now, like, messaging me, like, bro, you're bald? I'm like, what do you think I shaved for, bro? I'm bald, man. You think I shaved this beautiful shaped head because I can grow a good head of hair on it? Hell no, man. If I could grow a good head of hair, I'd have my Wolverine on. That's how I used to do my hair. Conditioner Gordon, my man, how are you doing? Welcome, Conditioner, to DC Tuesday. DC Tuesday. Yeah, DC Santa. Yeah, that's funny. It must a V on your hand. It's a mathematical symbol for greater than. Mathematical symbol for greater than. Yeah. Banjek says, I like it. You don't look as homeless in cartoon form. Right. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. That's funny. I'm gonna call Trinity DC Santa when the time comes. All right. But not to be confused with Star Wars Santa. Not to be confused with Star Wars Santa at all. Not my man Star Wars Santa. But anyway, guys, like I said, that's really all I have here for DC Tuesdays with any of these books. Like I said, I am getting caught up and finishing the last. I think I've got about half of this book left. This one right here was from last week. That's Detective Comics issue number 1027. This review that I'm going to be doing on this will be sponsored by my favorite porter, Mike Porter, one of the Myrtle Maniacs here on the channel. He said, he basically yesterday, or last week, he sent me the super chat and said, you son of a bitch, you better review that comic book. Here's a super chat to do it. No excuses, Trinity. And that's what he did. So I was like, hey, bro, all right, man. Hey, I got you, man. All good, Mike Porter. God dang, man. So I got it done. Trinity is Indie Santa. Yeah. Oh, man, that's funny. Oh, don't worry, Trinity. You see my hairline. I'll be there soon, right? Yeah. Well, where did that person who told you to... where did that person who told you to F off the other day? Oh, who was it? Who was it? That book is a banger. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I love this is the cover I got, too. I love that cover. Cover's sick. I don't even know who did that cover. Who did this cover? Gabrielle Dell'Otto. Gabrielle Dell'Otto says it right there in the... Not sure how well you can see that there. But yeah, dude. Pretty sick one. Pretty sick one. I liked it. And then, you know, on the back it's got this nice little... Yeah. Yeah, it's a good book too. It's a good book too. Like I said, it's got a bunch of little different mini stories in it and everything. The art in them has been pretty good. Nothing bad at all. Nothing like I would... No, I'll save that. I'll save that. I'll save that for a video. I'll save that stuff for a video. But guys, also another thing is the new previews just came out this week. So we're gonna have all the Myrtle Maniacs. Pay attention, maybe this weekend. We'll see if we can sit down and do a live stream going over the new comic book previews. We'll see what new is coming out, if there's some new books I need to review or anything like that. All the Myrtle Maniacs will get a chance to vote in some of that. Landon TLB says, so where is that person who told you to F off the other streamer? Was like, yeah, I told you this guy to F on the stream. He's on YouTube, but he doesn't stream it. Stream anymore. Oh, you're talking about oh, you must be talking about Adam. Are you talking about Adam? Is that what you're talking? Are you talking about Adam? Nice, love the comic book preview streams. Awesome. I'm guessing that's who you're talking about, Landon. I'm guessing that's... Are you talking about Adam? Because he left us, he ditched us and went to Twitch? Oh, or are you talking about... Are you talking about my greatest heckler? He wasn't even a troll, I miss him. You're probably talking about aggressively relaxing. He used to come into the streams and give me a hard time. I guess I told him to F off one too many times and now he don't come around anymore. I feel bad about it. It was... I had him to tell you off it. Oh, who was it that said that? Yeah. I had him tell you to F off. Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't remember, Landon. I don't remember. Danny Orange, thank you so much for being here. Says, oh, this is live. Hello, folks. Yeah, man. Yeah. Talking about, oh, the Dixie. Oh, yeah, the Dixie person. Oh, no, no. Nah, Dixie's cool, man. Dixie ain't going anywhere, man. Dixie, believe me when I say Dixie will dish it out and take it. Like, yeah, no, Dixie's cool. Yeah. I told Trinity to F off. He wouldn't forget it. Ooh. You took my wrench, bruh. Oh, man, that's funny, man. You guys are hilarious. You guys are cracking me up. Cracking me up, man. Cracking me up. But guys, yeah, man, I'm telling you, I can't wait. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here in just a minute. But guys, let me know what you guys are looking forward to. Tomorrow, new comic book Wednesday for all the rest of the comic books that didn't release on Tuesday, right? Everybody else, man, missing out on that Tuesday take of the pie. But yeah, where's my ranch, bro? But let me know what comic books are on your comic book pull list. What DC books are you looking forward to next week? Like I said, it looks like I've actually got a few. My DC books are increasing, and that means that my Marvel books are gonna have to decrease a little bit here, right? Hey, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But anyway, guys, that's all I have for this stream today, guys. Thank you all so much for tuning into the Second Street Marvel here on this DC Tuesday, as it is something I'm kind of leaning into a little bit more, deciding to become a DC channel and all. But anyway, guys, you all have a very good day. Oh, Ninja Turtles Ronin, that's going to be coming up too. That's going to be coming up. Does that come out next week? Is it next week? No, I think that comes out in October. I can't remember. It's coming out soon, though. It's coming out very soon though. It might be next week. It might be next week. But anyway, guys, you all have a very good day, and we'll catch you all in the next video. Make sure you stay tuned. Nerd Therapy is going to be premiering on Thursday. You all have a good day, and we'll see you in the next video. Later.